Hey, everybody, and welcome to Spilling the Tea on Real Estate. Good morning, Victoria.
Good morning. I just want to remind you that me and Lana are both Illinois licensed realtors with Exit Strategy Realty in Chicago.
Yeah, I thought you guys probably knew who I was by now because I am the diva, right? So I don't really have to say my name anymore, but yes, I am with Exit. Okay, so we took a little time off. I guess you guys might have missed us out there. We've been hearing in the streets people were looking for us. So we
We
needed a
appreciate the
little,
support.
right, we needed a little R&R. But we took off a little time to get ready for what's coming up big time. End of our year, fourth quarter, got to go out with a bang, right?
Yes, it was definitely much needed rest just to get us re energized to finish the year strong. I can't believe we're already coming up to the end of the year.
Right. So the end of the year also means that we have like the forbidden W, not the
The
win.
W?
Yeah, not the win. The forbidden
Oh, I'm
W.
afraid to ask. What's the W?
Girl, winter, winter.
Oh,
That
no.
thing that's like forbidden that I tell you every year I'm moving and I'm going to start selling in Atlanta. And then I don't do it because by the time I get all excited to leave, it's like, oh, it's not so bad. We're getting out of it. It's going to be over. We
That
also
forbidden
start getting
W.
in a uniform. We start getting in a uniform, guys. So start looking for our uniform because it's like straight up, lots of clothes, big boots, and leggings. Like three or four pair.
That sounds about right. Okay,
Yeah,
we're not going to go there yet. We have a little bit of time to enjoy before winter sets in. But I do
right.
want to discuss our sponsors. So we have
Yeah.
attorney Luke Keller, who I'm excited is going to be here on the show with us today.
He's in the green room.
And then we also have Haley Hoffman from Chicago Title, who's always supportive and is a great sponsor and a very, very good resource for us. So we want to thank both of you and thank all the viewers who continue to check in with us and everyone who's over the last few weeks kind of checked in and gave us feedback. It's very, very exciting to hear that you are watching and that you are gaining information from our show. So we appreciate you all.
Yes. So, guys, let's just thank our sponsors because, guys, without them, we would not be here with you guys. But this show is exciting because we are going to be talking a lot about price improvement. So, what is price improvements? That means that the price that we had went down, but we say improved because that means it's better for you, the buyer, if you're out there. Sellers come down a little bit. It's good for them because maybe they then get that person to come and snatch up their property. Um, so it is so great though that we're going to have Attorney Keller here because guess what? There's parts that you guys don't, you think we're the most important, and sometimes we're not. I like to be important, but really, they like get us driving home in this deal, and they have to take care of what really saves your life in the deal, right? To make sure that everything is right and you leave with a clear and free place with no issues. So we're going to be having legal questions answered today on buying, selling, all home related, real estate related. So if you have questions, please ask below because that will get us going in this conversation. And we want to help you out there, our viewers. Agents, if you happen to be following us, because we hear you like us, thank you very much. Write your questions too because you can work with Luke as well.
Yes. And Lana mentioned price improvements. We just want to make sure we are clear that it is still a seller's market. It is typical this year to have some price improvements. And is it an indication of the general market? Yes, but let's not think that things are totally changing and that things are totally not competitive anymore because it is still competitive out there. But it's definitely time to start looking and seeing if you can negotiate. It may be possible depending on what type of property you are, depending on the location. It's just, keep your options open.
Yeah, so we'll just jump in and talk about these price improvements because I can't hold back. I was going to wait till the end, but I'm going to let y'all know right now. So we have a vacant lot, which I know is kind of daunting to people, but it's what we could do. I think it would be called a good buy and hold. So you would maybe buy, and then when commercial is more exciting to put a brand new house, you may be able to build the home of your dreams on it if you don't want to do it right now because commercial is still a little tricky. I mean, not commercial, I'm sorry, building from the ground up, I should say. But it would be good to get one, and then like when you're ready, you have that place, and it's on the border of Washington Heights. That one's under 30,000. Okay, under 30. You could come take that out of your savings, and then you have a whole lot to build your dream home later down the road. Another one we have is a condo in Woodlawn, 3 beds, 2 bath, parking, gated, uh, hotspot, and that one is fruitful for my in- seller who is an investor. So if you're thinking of investing, you could do that there. That property went down 20K. Okay, you
Wow.
can almost buy the other property for what that property went down. Think about it. And then we have was that all three? Did I name three?
No, you need the condo,
Oh
the
yes, I'm so
other one.
sorry. Our condo in Douglas area that we'll be showing you later today, right here with us. That one also went down and is investor friendly as well. So
So we can
go
actually
ahead.
take a look at the one that's in Douglas. It's in a high-rise building. It has a doorman. It can be owner occupied. Investors are also welcome, which is great because we know anytime we're looking in a high rise, they all have their different rules and regulations. So let's take a look at the video now. It's a very nice condo with beautiful views.
The 1 bed, 1 bath condo. Here is the closets when you first walk in for storage. And then to your right is the kitchen, and it has a lot of cabinets you can see here. And then you have this little nook area for storage or whatever you want to make that. And then this room can be used for dining area and living space. You can combine it or you could use it just as living space. You can see you have these great windows here, and then it goes to a balcony of your own that you don't share with anybody else. And then we come around here to the bathroom. So remember that it's a 1 bed, 1 bath. So you just have this one bathroom here, and then the linen closet here, and it's across from the bedroom that's quite large and has a great closet here. And what's a bonus on this one today is we are going to show you the outside view at night. So here we go to look at the south facing building, and here are all the beautiful lights that you would see from your bedroom and from this living room space. Outside there is, off in the distance, is the White Sox Park. And then if you look over here in the daytime, you'd be able to see the lake off into the distance. And then there's the amenity right down here is the pool, which is really a beautiful space. And this place has an exercise room, a doorman, and look how beautiful this is. And you're getting this from your living space and from your bedroom because both are facing south.
Okay, so that view from the south and our awesome technology that we showed you guys because we had to like turn lights on and off and run through the house, but y'all could see that. That's cool to see at night. Like I don't have that view. You have that view, Victoria?
Not at all. Not
Right.
at all.
You can almost watch the White Sox game, but if you can't see in, you can definitely get the fireworks from there for sure. So I think that that south facing is super cool. I think everyone thinks you want to see north, but that's a great view.
It is in the pool, like to have a pool that is accessible. And when we've been there, the pool is never crowded. People are just there, you know, a few people at a time, relaxing. Like I would love to have just a pool accessible like that. That's not overly crowded. Um, so remember, if you are going to school in the area or working in the area, that would be a perfect unit. And you also have that option to rent it later if it's something like if you're in school for the moment and you're wanting maybe not to commit, you can always rent it later. There's options. So feel free to reach out to us and we can discuss that with you.
Yeah, and that unit has some great financing options. And you guys should use this link that we give you because it's really helpful. It has some great options for you guys to get great lending. It's the bit.ly spilling money, and you see it going down below. There you'll have lender information. I think we might have some other great stuff for you in there. If you have questions directly, you can always contact us. But there's grant money that can help you guys buy, and in that area as well. Plus, I don't know if we said it or not that they have parking available there too, right there. So it's not under the building, but it's like right behind it. And then you get to look at the pool as you walk by, which is super cool. Um, this one did come down with the price adjustment as well.
Yes. So, of course, if you're interested in any of the properties we discussed today or any properties in general, reach out to us. You can inbox us, message us. You have all of our contact information. And we are announcing, you'll be the first to hear that we are having an open house on the property that you saw in the video. So if you want to come see it in person, we'll be there on Sunday from 12 to 2. If you have any other scheduling conflicts, again, reach out to us, but we will definitely be there for the open house. So we would love to see you and give you a tour of the unit. And then we can start that pre-approval process on site. We can connect you with a lender and get started on that if you would like. So come out.
Absolutely. And guess what, guys? I know a lot of the things that stop you guys from being able to see property is having to be pre-approved first. This is not a thing we make up to make your lives difficult. This is a thing in real estate that you need to be approved. There's no reason to look at property that you can't have. I'm being to be real honest with you. But also some sellers just don't want people going through their house. It's COVID, it's situations, right? So this open house, you don't got to be pre-approved. You could just come see Victoria and tell her, I'm scared about the process. I might want to do it now. I might want to do it in 3 years. And she can still give you information. And then it's a different type of conversation. It's not a scary one. So come see it, even if it's not the property for you. We have lots of them that are. But we want to jump right in. And we want to let you guys know that we have Luke Keller, the lawyer, in the building. And we so appreciate him coming out today. I know that he's got a super busy schedule. So we are going to welcome him to the show. Please, guys, please, please, please put your questions below because then we know what you guys want to know. Hey,
Morning,
how are you? How are you guys?
Nice to see you.
Yes.
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing this morning? Thank you so much for having me.
We are so happy to see you. And so I'm going to let we just want like some explanations. Like, why is it important at all to have an attorney? Because we do get the pushback sometimes about we don't need an attorney.
Yeah, I think the number one thing I always tell my clients, when they ask that as well, is this will be probably you're only going to do this maybe 2 or 3 times in your entire lifetime, and this is probably going to be one of the biggest investments you'll have in your life. So it's always good to have an extra set of eyes, looking over all the documents, making sure a most importantly, the dates are all adhered to in the contract. I think that's probably the biggest pitfall from even attorneys that don't practice real estate law in particular. There's so many timelines that have to be adhered to, and unfortunately, if you do not extend or get something done by that deadline, you could potentially be in breach and lose your earnest money and lose ultimately the home itself.
Totally true.
Thank
And
you
I
for
totally
thank you for
think
touching
that's
on that.
yes,
Yeah.
Because often we have, someone whose relative is an attorney, but they're not a real estate attorney, and they're not understanding that it's just a different process. Just like, all the fields, people have
Exactly.
their specialties.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
and people often are confused because we're going over the contract with them and having them put in the offer before they are really with the attorney, and then the attorney comes in after. So it's just
Right.
different in this process, and sometimes people don't understand that.
Yeah, and I just want to throw it out there because I think I can say it. It's a lot more expensive sometimes when you hire somebody as a divorce attorney to do it other than a real estate attorney. I don't know that people know that when it happens, because when I see that, I'm like, wow, that was a lot. And the process is
Absolutely.
harder.
Absolutely. I would say, yeah, most of the time, all of our fees are just a flat fee. But yeah, for example, if you were to hire someone who's, maybe a family friend that does mainly divorce, they might be charging you, $300 per hour. And that, like you
Right.
said, that can add up really quickly.
Right, because as we know in deals, there's sometimes a lot of situations that take a lot of time. And people don't know how much
Exactly.
you do behind the scenes. Like we work a lot behind the scenes, people don't know. And that time could be adding up. So,
Exactly.
So a
um,
term that we use a lot, and I think we try to explain it, but sometimes when you're doing this every day, we're probably not doing as good of a job breaking it down. But can you break down like attorney review? So we use this all the time with clients, but I don't know that they always are understanding exactly what that means. So can you just kind of break down that term for them?
Yeah, the attorney review is essentially just essentially a 5-day time period, which would be standard. Most of the time we extend it, but essentially the attorney review is a period in which myself as the attorney, I'm able to review the contract, make sure that there's nothing really missing that's crucial in the contract. But more importantly, it gives myself time to discuss the deal with my wonderful agents, you guys. As well as our client, to make sure, first and foremost, they didn't make an impulse buy. So if during that time I can get them out of the contract if they decide, hey, I can't buy right now, or now it's not the time, or this just isn't the right house. But also we have within that time we'll have the inspection period where we have the inspector come in. They give a thorough rundown of the home for the potential buyer. And then again, once we get that report back, we're able to determine whether or not we want to stay in the contract or move forward or get out. So it's a wonderful time, and it's a crucial time for the contract for us, from my standpoint.
yeah, and I think that working as a team, because we all think of us as team players, we're
Absolutely.
so good. We've had some deals where the lawyers like try to put the agents out, or we think, oh, they try to do it to us. We say, oh, the lawyers, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, not me. I like lawyers, but
I hope not.
I'm saying there's people out there that say like, oh, they're just gonna kill your deal. Don't listen to the attorneys, and it makes it really hard. But if we all just communicate, because in the end of the day, we want the same thing. If that's not the house for them, I don't want them buying it, and I want them to be able to
Right.
get their earnest money back and be able to move on to the next home. We don't want to keep them in a house that they don't want. But then also, I don't want people making rash decisions because they're scared because they've never done the process or they don't feel educated or something, right? So
Exactly.
I think having you guys to really drive it home, I call you guys like the drive the deal there, and we're like the support and the sidekick of the car or whatever.
Yeah.
But it seems like I think that sometimes people don't always want to be honest with you guys. Maybe I know for lenders they don't want to be honest for sure, but it
No.
seems better to be communicate with you, right? Like not scary that the attorneys are involved.
No, if any, like I always tell my clients, if you're, you know, you have to tell me exactly what's going on, and I'm here to, we're here to help. And you know, first and foremost, you guys are one of the best agents out there. So, but we work as a team, and that's the best thing to have, is just that open dialogue and open communication with our client.
Yeah. So, is there something like profound that you think the viewers should know before you leave with us today and go back to your real life business?
I would just say, unfortunately, right now it's more of a seller's market. So I think being prepared is probably the most important thing for potential buyers. I think they have to have their pre-approval. They have to be able to make a decision, unfortunately, a lot quicker than you would normally see in a regular market because it is so competitive. I think we you know, we always discuss as well, just like once you are in a contract, it's imperative that they get their earnest money in, because if they don't, you know, sometimes if they don't get it in, then the seller's able to, you know, say, you know, this deal's canceled because you didn't turn your earnest money. So it's just little things like that, and just staying on track and having that open dialogue and everything with your agent and your attorney, I think is important for potential buyers. It's a crazy time right now, but it's also an exciting time. So there's a lot of great deals out there. You guys are, again, best agents out there. So people are very lucky to have you, and it's been a pleasure working with you guys as a team.
Yes, it has been. So, guys, he gave us such great information. I didn't see any questions come on. If I did, you can always come back and let us know. But we just touched on the surface of this, because it's kind of hard, because until you get into your deal is going to be different than the next deal. So if you guys have questions, we will have Luke's information down below. It's also running here. It'll be in our comment section. And also, you can always reach him through us, of course, if you can't figure that out.
Yeah, so thank you so much for joining us on Spilling the Tea, Luke. We're really, really appreciative of you. So we hope you have a great weekend, and thank you so much. I'm sure we'll be talking soon.
Thank you, ladies. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. Thank you for the opportunity to come on the show.
Of course, and we will be talking soon. Have a great weekend.
Bye. Whew, it's always exciting to hear another person, like not just hear us say something. So sometimes it's refreshing to hear someone say something that you're thinking or that you're always telling people. Like, it's not just us, we're not making these things up. So it's always good to hear another professional from their viewpoint.
Right. We didn't tell him to tell y'all it's a seller's market. We didn't pay him. We didn't do anything. We're really not lying to you. And we're not lying to you that you can't sleep on it. You got to make a decision while we're there with you. And we got to run and make a contract right this minute, or 55 people are going to be on the house already. Right. So that's what's really happening these days. But that was exciting, and I think very understandable and relatable information. So what is it? My special time, my favorite time, Spilling the Tea is coming to you. Hey, I was about to rap. I know y'all weren't ready. Y'all weren't ready for that. So we just want to tell you guys that we're kind of switching tea today. It's kind of tea that we got that we're going to share with you. So we went to a lunch and learn, because we have to always educate ourselves and keep us going in this market. And this week, it really got us thinking, like, we haven't done a lot of giving back. And I am embarrassed to say that, because you guys know me. We have I'm a social worker first, right? So, hey, Steve, thank you. This is an agent that we just met last night. How are you? Thank you. We will keep it up as long as we can, because I'm old. Okay. So, but I was a social worker first, and it's very important to me. And we've been so streamlined on getting people into these houses and negotiations and stuff that we've kind of forgot about the give back thing. So we're thinking it's a time to talk about that today.
Yes. So our office actually does a really good job and is currently planning some charity events. I know there's going to be one in October. But we want to do our part also and just help each other build and really build businesses, amongst friends, among people that we just meet. Just how can we help each other? What is it that you need from us?
Yeah, so that's so true. And another secret, because we're giving them out today, like people got to watch the show to find out about us. Me and Victoria have been entrepreneurs before this world of entrepreneurship, right? It's kind of how we met. That's the big secret, everybody that asks us all the time. So, from two different lives of business of our own, we kind of entrepreneurship together. And so we understand the struggles of trying to get your name out there, building, branding, sharing. And look, if you watch my page, I constantly put stuff up that I'm trying that I love. And I like people to support those people. So what we're saying is we should do that together. Um, we think that the only way you can exist right in this world is from referrals. And the way we exist and we build our business is new relationships and referral. So what we're saying is we think we got a win-win here, that we don't want to just ask for you to support us. We want to support you guys too. So if you can put your name below, we don't have as many of y'all out there today, but when you're watching this, because you're going to watch it, we want you to put your information below. We'll contact you. We'll invite you out to stuff. We'll support your name. We're asking that you support us. And when people are looking for agents, you suggest us. It's a win-win.
Exactly. So share your information. We're going to be thinking in the future too of more simple, cost-effective ways that we can support each other, share each other's information. So make sure you add your business. If we're curious, if we have any questions, we'll contact you. But then we'll know if someone is asking us for something or asking us if we have a contact for something in particular. We'll know, exactly what it is you do, and we'll be able to share that information with them. We appreciate all of you that do that for us, and we hope that more people do that. As much as we post about real estate, I still have friends or family who are like, "Oh, I didn't know you were an agent." And I'm like, how could you not know? Like, I post about real estate all the time, right? So I'm sure some of you feel that way too. Like, how can people not know? But sometimes, we're not in each other's timeline. Sometimes things don't pop up as often as we like. So share your information, and then we will make sure when our clients ask us or anyone, family, friends ask us, we'll pass it along.
Right. So, guys, here is our plug. We both do everything in real estate, okay? If one of us doesn't, the other one does. We buy, we sell, we do short sales. I do short sales. I don't always do short sales, but I will do short sales, okay? We've done foreclosures. I do some commercial. We dibble and dabble. We both do rentals. Victoria does them more than I do, but we both have done them. We both will continue to. If there's a part of real estate that I haven't named, we do that too, and we'll find out about it. We've even now are learning in our office about tax sales. I know you guys like it. We can discuss it with you. We can get you the people you need to know. But people still walk by me and ask me if I'm a social worker. I haven't been, but I will help you out if you need that too. But we are real estate. We have all types of real estate. If you don't know and you're now watching and you were surprised and you need us, call us. But we have huge databases too, okay? We have together at least over 10,000. I'm not going to give the normal big number because we got to work on making it work for us. So if I say it's 50,000, that's a ridiculous number, right? So over 10,000. And we can share your information out there like we're asking for you guys to share us. So those are some cost-effective things that we can do.
Yes. So we have run out of time, but I just wanted to mention that me and Lana both love events, but I know Lana is really, really, really itching to get out there and start doing our events again. So we've laid low for a couple of years now, it seems, because of COVID and related things.
It's kept me a long time.
So we are ready to get back out. So if you have ideas, and especially about what we just discussed, I have a feeling we'll have some events, focus on entrepreneurs and sharing your businesses, things like that. So make sure if you haven't click that link. Make sure you go ahead and click that link for us so that we have your information so that we can invite you so you can be a guest at these events. They're always a great time. We always have, great sponsors and lots of information as well as fun. So make sure you click that link so that we can have your information for future events.
I know we're going to get kicked out of here, but I need to say, if you guys have events, if you have a networking thing, I know you guys have watched our page. Me and Victoria, we go out there, we will stop by. We may show a house, we may run through yours, we will talk about it, and we will go back out there and work. We've been a few pop-ups, even when we were in this times, not many, but a couple. We want to come to those too, and we want to support you like we want you to support us. So let us know. Write it down below. We're sorry we have to go. This show is really great. So what do I always say? Be safe, be great, and be well. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wait. Victoria, where is everyone going? Is everyone leaving?
Yes, Lana. The show's over.
But wait, I have more to say. Is my mic still on? Can they hear me? What if they have more questions?
Well, they can always contact us.
How? How will they reach us after this show?
If you have any questions, our contact information is on the screen. Otherwise, we'll see you again in a couple weeks.